It's like, all right, we're gonna trade Zach, let DeMar go, and if at all things, then if you're gonna do that, you should hire Billy Donovan. Which sounds terrible because I love Billy. He's a great coach. I love having Billy as a coach because he's just the dude loves basketball, and I think that's why they won't lose. You have to bring in a coach who's just like, all right, man, you're gonna sit here on the bench. You'll have a couple of young guys, and they're just gonna run, and they're gonna be the Houston Rockets until. Because right now it's a disservice to Billy. This is the disservice to Billy.
And some of the players too, man. You got actual young talent, but the fact that the GM and the other guy that calls himself the assistant along with him, they are wasting precious time, and the person that slaps us in the face continuously has the audacity to be speaking of an extension for both of those guys. So, welcome to the future, which is the past, which is Jerry Reinsdorf.
Man, that's a really sad statement. Welcome to the future. That's a really sad statement, man. I don't think that's what Doc Brown.
We back to the future, and the future was bleak.
It's when you. I told you every morning I try to sit down, and as I'm going through morning, the condensing. Okay, and it is 10 minutes of watching the skinniest team in the league pushed around by multiple guys. But Josh Giddey, I do love Josh Giddey's game, man. He's so much fun to watch because he does everything except play defense. He does everything except play defense.
I'm waiting for Modest.
He weighs 110 pounds, so they just push him out of the way. And for Modest, this should be the Modest point where you just
let him unleash him.
Like let's just let him go. Give him the ball and see what happens.
Get out the way. He ferocious with that thing, man. I want him to be able to get a better feel for being able to create his own shot, shooting, catching the ball, spotting up. I need him to go ahead and start working on some of the things that aren't so good right now. Work on it while we bad so we can play through the badness and be bad. Be bad as possible, please. If I can do anything, I would love to send a message via dispatch. Help the Bulls.
Help the Bulls. So the one thing I'll ask you. So with Modest, I want him to run free, but the other thing I don't want him to do. That's the other thing that can suddenly be, and it takes Ime Udoka down to like Houston, where Jalen Green was running crazy, and it took them bringing in a coach to say, "Hey man, we got to take what you have and we have to channel it, point it, and I have to will you back sometimes because you'll just come down and shoot every time if I let you. Come down and shoot every time you won't move the ball." And this is where I also agree with you should have fired Billy Donovan to let Modest get some of that out. Then you can bring in the coach who says, "All right, you can do all that, but let's see how far you can actually take this channel."
Right. Will they ever be able to get out of their own way to do any of those things right is where my apathy comes in for the Bulls. And I hate to be apathetic, man, but I've been around I lived on this earth 5 decades and are minus a few blotches on the radar. They showing us everything that we're gonna expect from them. And when they blips come, they good. But
it's so weird because you look back, Derrick Rose was 13 years ago. That
yes,
was 13 years ago, and it went by. It went by so fast.
A blip.
Of course, with what happened with the situation, of course, happened, but they had no follow up plan after that. It was like, well, the thing ended, and they did this with the Dwayne Wade team, 2016, where they said, "All right, we're going to bring in Dwayne Wade," and when the starting. This is how you win in the NBA. All these examples out here, and they choose to follow none of them.
You saw what happened when they dismantled the 98 Bulls. They had no true plan. And now we're seeing that again. A whole different set of people. Different iteration. Same owner. Same result.
Whoa, man, you said the key word there. Same owner. Sleep with the wheel. What he does to the White Sox, he continues to do to the Bulls. It's endless, man. It's endless. I'm tired. It's the same stories, the same answers every time. How are we gonna team? I don't know. You fix it.
The straight double time. He didn't hammer double time out there. He raking money hand over fist, and he gives zero fucks, man. And it drives me up a wall because I can't justifiably talk about the only team that matters for me being a transplant, and by matters I mean I live in Cleveland. We play against the goddamn Cavaliers. I don't even watch the games. For
Man,
what?
are they good?
For what?
I watched them the other night.
And
they are really good.
That's right. And so what do I have to talk about when they get to sit at work and talk about that machine they got going right now?
This is the hardest part about living outside of your area. But nobody brags about the Suns, so I don't go to work and somebody's, oh man, the Suns are off. No, they do not care about the team. They do not care about the Cardinals. Kind of funny, actually.
Well, just before we hit dispatch, since '89, the Chicago Bulls been serving up disappointment for the Cavaliers. They revel in our misery, and they love their success.
Wait. We got something.
What do we got?
Let's see. Let's open them up. So we got the bullpen bulletin. All right, so here we go. Spring training is in full swing for the Cubs and the South Desert. The teams are headed in opposite directions. Cubs looking to make a playoff push, and the White Sox successfully bottoming. Currently, Pacoda came out at the beginning, but Pacoda has the Cubs at 92 wins, which would be a sign of an amazing. Also, a trip you guys should do. Well, the White Sox are at a lowly 62 games. I'm taking the under. I'm taking under right. The real question is, do we agree with Pacoda? Clearly, I don't.
Well, I don't want to drink Kool-Aid, man, over here with these Cubbies. Kyle Tucker seems to be a great addition. I love getting Justin Turner, which is like walking on base at any given time, no matter how the situation, even at 40. We got bullpen help finally. We've been asking for bullpen help, and they finally got arms. I don't know if they are like creme de la creme or A1, but you have given yourself an opportunity by setting up players that actually have positions to play those positions